Wife cheated, anyway, to salvage marriage. Before I start, I want to say my wife is a good person, so there is no need to throw dirt her way or badmouth her. I am just posting here to see if anybody has some real-life experience forgiving an affair and had their marriage survive it, go back to happy, so to speak. I love my wife, she is a good person, a good mother, and regardless of anything, I care about her. No matter what, she is the mother of my children and I want her, and them all the best in life. I was always sure I could never forgive anyone cheating on me, but when it happens to you, I found that everything society has taught me, what you see in movies and TV, doesn't really translate to real life. We are in our 40s, we have been together for a long time and married early this century. We have 3 kids, all of them teenagers, and for both of us this is the only long-term relationship we have had. We both had some girls/boyfriends, but all of them just lasted weeks or months. We are Scandinavian, other details don't matter. My wife has been cheating on me with the same guy. They were a couple before we met, but it ended badly, he basically ghosted her and they never slept together. She first cheated on me with this guy over a decade ago, she was a drunk that evening, met him out partying with her friends and they hooked up. He was also in a long-term relationship then, they did not speak for years after that. They hooked up again about 5 years ago in his car, WTF. This occurrence bothers me the most, he was still in relationship then, and they have kids so both times he was cheating on his spouse. We started having troubles 2 to 3 years ago, bad communication which I take 50-50 blame for. I acted badly often, silent treatment, passive-aggressive and so on. She withdrew and went silent and all intimacy was pretty much gone at this point. So a year ago their affair got serious. She went to him regularly, his relationship was over at this point. However, it dissipated this summer, and she told me about it 2 months ago. It was well hidden on her part and it came out of nowhere and she told me about the earlier times as well. I want to forgive her and I pretty much have, but I would like to hear if there are any of you who could make this work. I am a pretty well adjusted and I don't hate her for what she did. I don't condone it either but she tells me she loves me, we are back to being emotionally intimate and we fuck like rabbits these days. She is very honest with me now and while I don't trust her, I feel she is making an effort and I feel she has come back to me, so to speak. Course I feel ashamed, but I am not a loser and have good self-esteem, and I am quite capable of walking away, but right now I don't feel that is the right thing to do. I have always wanted to try, and fail rather than not try at all, so I don't live with regrets, and I would be fine spending a year or 2 to see if this works out or not, if that is what it takes. I am tall, fit and handsome, I run ultra-marathons and do CrossFit, I have a college education and a good job, so I am a catch so I have no problems getting another woman if I need to. But the thing is, she is also a catch, and I love her, I have always seen my life with her and she says the same, so right now, I don't really want another woman. The guy is pathetic in my mind and I could tear him in 2 with little effort, but I am not a violent person and she has cut off all contact. I do know that there were feelings involved, but the way she acts now suggests she has put him in her past and her feelings are towards me. I do not want to retaliate and cheat on her either. I am not really sure what I want to get out of posting here, but please respect that I asked not to bash my wife. I am just looking for real responses from people who have made this work. Telling me to leave her is something I am quite capable of if that is what I feel needs to happen, so it's pointless to give me that advice. I know I can live without her, but right now I don't want to. Cheated online. Advice. So not sure where to start or what to say. First time posting anything and it's unfortunately this, uneasy face. So me and my wife have been dating for almost 10 years, but recently got married last year. Thought we were both very in love as marriage is still fresh. Trying for our first baby to start a family. Both of us game a bit. I play PlayStation while she plays games on her phone. She has been playing this game on her phone for the past year. They have a group on there where they team up and beat other teams, so she got to know a few people on there. The group she plays with got Discord so they could message etc. Fast forward to about 6 months after our wedding, and I notice her hiding her phone screen away from me and keeping her phone on her at all times. When I moved near her, I could see her quickly get out of whatever screen she was in. One day I had enough and went to get her phone and have a look. I saw her delete the entire message of whoever she was messaging. She made lies about what it was. I ended up digging through her phone while she was trying to steal the phone back. She had a hidden folder of photos of which had some screenshots of their messages, nudes they have sent each other. His dick pic and all. Absolutely devastated me. Our entire relationship was built around trust, as she has been cheated on many times. She even has a tattoo about trust and thought she was serious about it. She apologized, said it wasn't me and that it was a silly mistake and she won't do it again, blah blah blah. Well, we now have a kid on the way. Anyone been in this situation? Any tips? So confused. Still together right now and has been about 2 months since I caught her. Lately been very depressed. Crossroads, wife strayed wants to reconcile. My 31M wife, 31F, had an emotional affair. I uncovered it, leading to separation. It later progressed to a physical affair. Now, she wants to fix things. We have 2 young kids, been together 10+ years and married for 5 years. In more detail. Starting last fall, things were getting rocky, typical feeling like roommates, but I also failed to support her mental health issues. I attempted putting in additional effort. It was clear my wife was not feeling it. Earlier this summer the phone bill revealed numerous calls between my wife and a coworker. Wife works remote, this guy lives/works about 3 hours away. I confronted her. She claimed friends only and didn't want to lose an outlet because of lack of other friends. I asked her to build trust and prove it was friendship. Friction builds over the next couple days and weeks as fails to provide updates or information. Phone records show continued frequent communication. Obviously, I'm not buying the friendship argument. 4 to 6 weeks of sleeping in separate rooms, living in separate areas of the house, marriage counseling, and individual counseling leads to her moving out in late July, equitable timeshare of the kids. She claims she needs alone time. However, I know communication with other guy continues. She bails on joint counseling. She goes to 2 to 3 sessions of individual counseling between August and November. A few weeks later she finally admits that they both have feelings for each other, nothing physical yet because she knows it will complicate our relationship and her work situation. However, they make plans most weekends that she doesn't have the kids. In October, maybe sooner, I know it turned physical as they spent a full weekend together, not just a Saturday afternoon or evening. Courtesy of this site, other forums, and counseling, I began really focusing on myself in September. I was in a pretty good place until the certainty of it progressing to a physical affair hit. Now I'm up and down. A few weeks ago, she told me it was over between them. I do not have proof that it's over, or do I know who ended it or why. I haven't asked, I only want to ask questions with neutral party present. She asked if I would consider joint counseling again. I said I would go. Obviously, the initial step is a plan for getting other guy out of her life permanently. Hard to move forward if that doesn't happen. So I'm at a crossroads. I hit a point in early October that I finally realized I can survive, and thrive, on my own. I obviously still have feelings for her, but the thoughts of her cheating on me are quite paralyzing sometimes. I realize now this is normal. The kids also play a major factor. It really sucks not having them around half the time, but I struggle with how much weight that should have on our relationship. I'm quite certain that quitting her job is not on the table, especially since she has to support herself. Do I take the long road of reconciliation or run with the idea that I know I can thrive without her? I probably change my mind about every 5 minutes. I suppose there is no rush to decide. Probably missed some details, hopefully nothing major. Anyways, I've been lurking here for a few months. So much helpful insight that I'm now trying to directly tap into. Thank you so much for the support I've already received just by reading the other posts. Subscribe to my channel.